Welcome back, folks. Happy New Year. Here we are, the sun is out at last. We're in the middle of January 2024. Let's kick off the year with a few sales. So I've got three initially to go on. We'll start with the first one. This is an Autocruise Pioneer. Lovely little configuration. It's a based on the Peugeot Boxer chassis, 1.9 turbo diesel. We've got the two-berth side sofa configuration, but of course I'll take over the camera shortly and take you inside. I'll even take you on a test drive. So this one is a 1.9 turbo diesel, 2002. Feel free to check out the MOT history. Whiskey Papa 51 Uniform X-Ray Hotel. The last MOT had a couple of mentions. Was there a brake pipe? There was something else, and the cross member. So that's the cross member that bolts on underneath the radiator behind the bumper. So I've had a new one of those fitted. We've taken it in for MOT just before Christmas, and it's passed straight through, not a single advisory. This has had two owners from brand new. The last owner has had it 14 years. The first, unfortunately, there's no paperwork trail. I'll warn you now, there's no service history as such. The first owner lost the paperwork, the service history book, in a house move. The second owner of 14 years had a family friend who was servicing it for them. But it's all good news from now. Two owners, it's only done 44,000 miles. The last owner, in the last 6 months, the gearbox, a couple of the gears were just a little bit crunchy. It's a common fault theme on some of these Peugeot Boxers. So I brought it back just before Christmas. I took it to Antony gearbox. It was actually middle of November. Time travels fast these days. Middle of November. Gearbox out, a full rebuild. All 5 synchros were upgraded and they've all been replaced with a full gearbox service, so your new oil and filters, and it's fine now, silky smooth, as I'll demonstrate shortly on test drive. So the good news is, from the middle of November you've got a 12 months warranty on the gearbox. In fact, I'll just pull the bonnet up now. So everything else is checked out. It's just had a new MOT, no advisories. We've had the habitation service and everything's working. So on this particular one, I'm going to give you a total 3 months warranty. I'm happy with the engine and gearbox now, so I'm going to give you 6 months warranty on the engine. And I'm going to give you 12 months, well, it'll be November, so we're here in the middle of January, so it's about 10 and a half months warranty left on the gearbox. Now, as I say, the last guy, he said he had the timing belt serviced a few years ago, but he couldn't tell me the date. That's no good to me. So what I've done is I've also had you, just before Christmas, a new timing belt fitted. Timing belt, water pump, oil filter, air filter, fuel filter, gearbox service, new MOT. It wants for nothing other than a new owner. So it's the very trusty Peugeot 1.9 turbo diesel, and everything drives as it should do now. So I'll just walk you around. So walking down the passenger side, we've got the diesel flap here. Just a few of the stripes have come off, so just a bit worn, but we are being critical. It's a 2002, so at the day of filming that makes it 22 years young, so it's far superior to the average example. A couple of the wheel trims were cracked, so I've put you a new set of wheel trims on. On the passenger side, we've got the mains hookup lead here. We've also got an external locker that you can actually access from the inside, so it's just got some shelves, a nice feature. Of course, the leisure door, but I'll take over the camera shortly and I'll take you inside. Coming around the back, you've got the vent with the winter cover on to heat the hot water up on gas. This tow bar bumper has actually got the 2 screws there, or 2 holes, so you can actually put a tow ball there if you wanted to use it for a tow bar. So specifically speaking, this is the Pioneer Classic 4 model. Coming down the driver's side, we'll just open the standard Thetford cassette toilet. We've got the gas locker, of course. I've had the habitation service complete. So you've got a 6 kilogram propane. Oh, I've got some exciting news on gas bottles. So this is a 6 kilogram propane Cala bottle, but you've actually got room for a second bottle there. Last year, Cala stopped doing the 3.9 Cala gas bottles, so a lot of the smaller ones had to jump ship and move on to the small, expensive camping gas bottles. Lo and behold, I've had it on very good authority that they've done a complete U-turn, and the Cala 3.9 propane bottles are coming back in stock shortly. Watch this space and I'll keep you updated. You've got the inlet flap here that is missing for the water, so I'll make sure that you've got a new flap fitted before collection or delivery. Again, you can access this locker. This is underneath one of the side sofas, so you can get in there. The last owner's left you a windbreaker and a few accessories, but you can actually access that cupboard from the inside as well as the outside. Bodywork wise, it's lovely. I can't think of much really for a 22-year-old vehicle. There was one scratch somewhere. On the other side, if we can span round with the camera, there's a bit of a scratch mark. It's obviously gone down a country lane. Yeah, just a little bit there. Obviously being critical. You know what? Most of that we'll T-cut out. So we'll have a little go at T-cutting that and maybe a little touching with a paintbrush. But yeah, it's lovely. It really is. So I'm happy for you to come and view it here at Camper Nerd HQ, L408JG, by arrangement. My name's Antony Valentine, the Camper Nerd. You can get me on 0798 526 1078. And of course you can visit me at campernerd.com. The advert link will be underneath the video. As I say, there's quite a few more campers coming on sale in January and February. So if you click subscribe to this channel, and you'll be notified of any new videos and campers coming on sale. I think it's that time we'll go for a little drive. Yeah, let's go for a drive. Our first drive of the new year, and many more to follow. Seatbelts on. Heater plug out on this cold, frosty, early January day. And starts on the button. Okay, let's pull out safely. Yeah, so I did there was just under 200 miles I drove this back from the dealer where it came from, and it drove exceptionally well with the exception of the gearbox. A couple of the gears, it can be a common fault on this particular gearbox. The Mark 1 Peugeot Boxer or the Fiat Ducato and the Citroen Relay are exactly the same. It can have a couple of synchro issues. So took it to my local gearbox place who I've been using for over 20 years. They removed the gearbox, did a total rebuild, so all 5 synchros have been changed with uprated synchros, a full gearbox service at the same time, i.e. oil and filter change, and everything checked. I've got the receipt for that. That was carried out just before Christmas. I think it was middle of November, so late November. So we'll allow for late November, and that's under 12 months guarantee. So the gearbox is covered till the end of November 2024. And of course now, silky smooth, all the gears are there, no crunches, clutch operation, and that was checked while the gearbox was out. Yeah, just the 44,000 miles by 2 owners. It's a shame about the paperwork trail, but this is one of those that's the exception to the rule. It's absolutely brilliant, even though it hasn't got the paperwork trail. As I said before, the first owner lost it in a house move, and the second owner was having it serviced He's had it for 14 years and looked after it, and he was having it serviced by a family friend. So with the service I've just carried out, oil, air filter, fuel filter, timing belt, water pump, gearbox, it's ship shape, and that'll be wrote on your bill of sale. Right, okay, so I've just accelerated now, 50 mile an hour in 4th gear, into 5th, 55, approaching the national speed limit. It's fine. No undue shakes or rattles, steering wheel is dead centre. No, I'm really happy to put my name to this. It's not many vehicles, there's 2002, it's 22 years young, just 2 owners, 44,000 miles, and everything service-wise has been carried out. The new MOT was carried out just over Christmas. No advisories, you know me, I don't like my advisories, so we've done a few little things, the major thing being the common cross member under the radiator. That's been replaced with a brand new one, not been repaired. Yeah, I'll be happy to drive this anywhere in the country. You're more than welcome to come and collect it and view it, but if you pay a £500 deposit, refundable, I'll happily drive it anywhere in the country for viewing and test drive. Okay, we're just coming out the chicanes and we'll carry on, and I'll show you continuing around the outside. Okay, back at Camper Nerd HQ. That was a nice little drive of this 2002 Autocruise Pioneer. So I think it's that time we'll get Dennis the drone up, we'll have a close-up of the roof, and then the bit you've been waiting for, I'll take you inside and take over the camera. So, the moment you've been waiting for, folks. Let's step inside this 2002 Autocruise Pioneer. So this is the 2-berth model. It's got the side opposing sofas, very large. So what you do is, to make the bed, just pull that over, very straightforward, just pull it forward, bring these 2 large sofas together. The rear cushions will flop down into place, and that will create a very large, if not the biggest, queen size double bed on the market. On the front, it's a nice feature that not only have you got the passenger seat captain swivel, you've got the driver's seat captain swivel, so you're utilising the whole of the front cabin space for leisure space. Yeah, so everything's been tested, all the lights are working. I think the only 2 things that the habitation man picked up on, the pilot jet for the gas on the fridge needed a service and a clean out, and a new gas hose and regulator was fitted. So it's been issued now with a new habitation certificate, and everything works. You've got your gas heater there, rear kitchen area, nice clean cooker. So you've got the 4 gas burner hobs, grill pan, cooker, all important storage everywhere underneath the cooker, underneath the kitchen sink, 3-way fridge, so it'll work on the 12 volt when you're driving off the engine battery, mains when you're plugged in at a campsite or at home, and gas if you're wild camping. Hot and cold running water, fly nets, as well as blackout blinds to all the windows. And yeah, everything's operating as it should do. overhead storage above the cab. Lots of lockers and overhead storage. We've got the large hikey roof light, so we've got a blackout blind there and the fly net cover there. Yeah, I'm struggling to find anything really negative for the age of the vehicle. I think it's just a couple of marks that have been perhaps pernickety. There's a mark here, I'll see if that'll wipe out. I'm sure that'll just clean out. We'll just have a look at that one. And there's a couple of dots here that looks like someone, I'm not sure whether they'll clean up. So just a couple of dots there being critical, and I think there's one there above the cab, the leisure door as it were, so I'll have a look at there. But it's dry, all the panels have been tested, there's no leaks. Just going into the wet room and washroom, so we've got the Thetford swivel toilet, all been sanitised, all nice and clean. Again, the shower trays all nice, no cracks. Nice vanity unit. This pulls out of the tap for your shower, and the shower holder is there above the vanity cabinet. Again, privacy, blackout blinds. Just in front of that is the wardrobe. So we've got the large freestanding table. Nice to use in the summer for eating outside, but obviously it fits nicely into the centre here. We've got the TV aerial here, and we've got the booster cable there, and the last owner's left you a camper themed scatter cushion. More drawers. Yeah, lots of storage on this. Yeah, it's far superior to an average vehicle. It is 22 years old, don't forget. So just being critical, perhaps you get a new mat or a carpet laid out on the floor, and hey presto, you've got a vehicle that will last for years. So I'll just continue the video now, and just to recap, so this is a 2002 Autocruise Pioneer. It's the 1.9 turbo diesel engine. I'll be happy to deliver this anywhere in the country. So it's just had the MOT at December, so you've got 11 and a half months MOT advisory free after a couple of jobs. You've just had the habitation certificate. You've had the gearbox overhaul done about 6 weeks ago, so you've got about 10 and a half months warranty on that. I'll be happy to include 3 months total warranty on everything, and the engine I will include 6 months warranty. And you've just had a full timing belt, water pump, fuel filter, oil filter, air filter, and that will all be wrote down on the bill of sale. And I'll even be happy to deliver it anywhere in the country myself. All I ask is a lift to the nearest train station and a £500 deposit. To the winning bidder. Again, if you don't wish to take that option up, that's no problem. You can come and view and collect here. It's L408JG. I'll be happy to put my name on it, and we've got another couple of campers coming up shortly. We've got an Auto Sleeper Duetto, and we've got a VW Mervy. I'll catch you on that next video, folks.